This is a leading indicator, and I can prove it too. I know that's a controversial statement because most people say there's no such thing as a leading indicator. And I'm here to tell you that they are wrong, wrong, wrong. And just give me a couple of minutes here and I'll prove it to you. And then, well, you decide. You put down in your comments what you think. But here we go. So what the leading indicator in the market is, the best leading indicator in the market is support resistance levels. But not just any support resistance levels. There are certain support resistance levels that are better leading indicators than others. So Fibonacci is not that great as a leading indicator, for example, even though it's support resistance levels. So two of the best leading indicators, okay, they're not the best, but they're very good. And then I'm going to share with you the best. So first of all, moving averages. There are two moving averages that are the best leading indicators for moving averages, and those are the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA. And here they are right here. This one is the 50 SMA. So as you can see, well, this and this one down here, the purple one is the 200 SMA. So as we come down, boom, and why I call it a leading indicator is because it's already plotted down here when we're up here. And as I see it come down, 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 well, it's there before price reaches it, before is the operative word, therefore leading indicator. And then it gaps up, boom, goes above the 50 MA, retraces to it, holds as support, holds as support. All right, and then it goes back up. Now, the issue is the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA are not only good leading indicators, but let me describe that first of all. They're indicators. So we're just saying they're indications of what could happen and their support resistance. So when it comes down, this is support, comes down to support, comes down to support. Does that mean that will hold those levels every single time? No, it doesn't mean it will hold every single time. But they're indications that the market is going to look at those levels and consider buying off of them. Or if they're short, taking profits into them. Now, and one more caveat, which is very important. This is on a daily chart. So time frame really matters. The 50 SMA and the 200 SMA are not leading indicators on intraday charts. They are on weekly charts, they are in monthly charts, they are on daily charts, but not intraday charts. So now that leads us to the next question. Well, why are they leading indicators? Is it some magic ancient Phoenician numerology? Or is it, astrology, astrological charts that are causing this, the moon and Jupiter is aligned with Mars and all this? No, very simple. It's very logical. It just simply has to do with this. Lots of market participants, lots of people trading, watch the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA. They have them on their charts, on daily charts, and weekly and monthly charts as well. So now you might say, well, Barry, but that's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, what do you expect? I didn't say there's anything magical about these. The whole market is based on mass psychology. The whole market is based on the masses seeing something and reacting to it. And so, of course, there's no magic. I never claimed there was any magic here. I'm saying that the very reason it does work, and therefore you shouldn't just say, oh, they only work because they're self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, but that's a great thing. If you know that ahead of time and that lots of people are looking at this level and at this level, then that helps you a lot. And it's logical. And no, there's no magic to it. Now, will it work every time? No. But here's what does happen sometimes. The market slices through it. And then if there's an emotional move like this move down here where the market just really takes off and makes an overreaction, quite often it'll come back and hover around it. And that's another dynamic that's a little more advanced. Same thing here, by the way. If you look, it slices through the 200, but then what's it do? It comes right back to it, and then it goes down. Very common action when you see emotional reactions to price or markets around these levels. They'll slice through them, but then they come back to test them. And so they're still, quote unquote, working, if you will. Okay, so now we've established the second best support reason, or the second best leading indicator. Now we'll switch over to the first best leading indicator. And this one actually can be a little more robust, meaning that it doesn't only work on daily charts or weekly or monthly, but can also work very well on intraday charts. So this one is appropriate for day trading as well. Now, the concept is very simple. It's the same, actually, it's the same concept. It's the same market logic, being a self-fulfilling prophecy where the masses see a level, a price level. Again, we're talking about support resistance, a different type of support resistance, though. And the markets respond to it because everybody in the dribble sees it, and therefore people are concerned about the market going through that level. They don't know if it will or not. So anyway, let's just show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So, okay, so the market came down here, boom, and it stopped right there. Now, as you can see, I've got this blue dashed line there. That's the support level. I just simply call these horizontal support levels. They're previous lows or highs that the markets have made that are, now this is the key, they're significant enough. They're not little ones, they're big ones. Significant enough that the market says, oh, we've been, let's go back. Okay, so there we go. So the market participants are saying, well, we had a high here, and now we're coming back down into that same zone, that same level where, and this is the key, the market participants said, oh, we think, this is a high. We're paying too much. Now, they changed the sentiment after that, didn't they? And the market sentiment, constantly changes. But the key is it's got to be a significant enough high where visually, and this is the key, just visually to the naked eye, many, many people will see that. Because again, the concept is the same. It has to be a major high or low that many, many traders see. Self-fulfilling prophecy, which is why it works. And so, yeah, this high, if you see, boom, 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 high, 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 high. Oh, that was a major high there. So we draw that high into the future. And sure enough, the market comes down into that and it says, oh, well, last time we reached this price level, and people backed off of it, but then they said, oh, yeah, we think it's worth more than that. So based on that, we have a leading indication. Again, indicating is not the same as telling, but indication that the market participants think that that's a key level. And as long as, because we've already broke through it and we're bullish since then, as long as we stay above it, that's the sentiment of the market right now, is bullish above that. And then as we go forward, we can see too, and this is where we are, actually, this is a live chart. So we're looking at the market live right now. And so then again, you can see, all right, that was that low. And then we put in this high, and then we put in that low. And what happened? After this high, the market came back to this level and said, oh, I don't know, last time we got to this price level, the market didn't want to go higher. But then this time it does, but where does it go? Well, it only goes up to this high because it's saying, all right, we're going to try to go a little bit higher, but oh, wait a minute. The last time the market got up to this price, nobody else wanted to buy anymore. And so now the people who are along here, they're thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to buy anymore because last time we got to this level, nobody else wanted to buy at higher prices. So then it comes back down and it retests this low. But now it says, oh, last time we got down to this low, people were buying. So maybe we should buy here. And then it just pinballs between, well, there's your 50 MA, and there's that low, there's your 50 MA, there's that low, there's the 50 MA, there's the low. And this is what I call a pinball pattern, where we get stuck in between a support level and a resistance level. And it just pinballs back and forth. This is indecision. The market is not sure what is going to happen next. And so it just consolidates between these very well-known, again, seen by the masses. Everybody in their dribble sees these two levels. And of course, right now what's happening is the war in the Middle East. And so people have a lot of uncertainty about that. And so they're waiting. But that's why these are leading indicators, is that people will tend to buy off of this level, short, or take profits off of, if they're long here and they buy, then they will typically take profits here, or just sell here if they're scalpers. And if they're scalpers, they're going to short and then take profits, long take profits, short take profits, long take profits. If they're longer term traders, then they would buy here, take some partial profits, okay, maybe come in and dollar cost average in. And again, each one of these levels, they're either going to take some profits, or they're going to trade the opposite direction, or they're going to, use their stop losses. So now I could go into a lot of depth here, but obviously our time is already up because I try to keep these videos to 10 minutes, and this one's already over 10 minutes. But real quickly, I will just tell you that the way to determine whether or when price will break through these levels is with my cycle indicator. So I give that away for free to all of my viewers, and I really meant it for my subscribers, so I hope you subscribe to the channel and then get the indicator. But even if you don't subscribe, I'll still give it to you. And you can see, just go there to that website and give you the indicator. And I give you, there's a recorded webinar there that I used to do live, but I recorded it now, so you can watch it anytime you want. And it'll teach you how to trade the indicator. This is why I never give the indicator away in isolation without the training, because it's not obvious and it's not self-evident how to trade the indicator. But you get the tutorial for free. It's just one video. And I show you how to set it up, how to trade it, and everything absolutely free. My gift to you.